Good afternoon, everyone. I often tell my friends that I don't use social media that much, and they are shocked. They find it really weird because, let's face it, in today's world, everyone is constantly connected, everyone is chatting, exchanging messages, and sometimes the messages are not even high value, it's just superficial, meaningless content, but people spend a lot of time on their phones, on screens, on the television, on electronic devices, etc., which is cool. I mean, I don't have anything against technology. I myself, I love YouTube. As you can see, I love filming, I love blogging. I have my own, I like to share my own content and I like to view others' content. So I think technology is really amazing. And I have learned so many wonderful things just through technology by watching what other people are doing, by learning from them. Having said that, I also believe and I can witness in my own life how much time and energy gets wasted and gets drained in spending too much time on social media. Most of the time, you end up looking at what other people are doing, at what the whole world is doing, what they are eating, what they are wearing, their holidays, their relationship, their baby, whatever is going on in their lives. Just by looking at that many times, you're not gaining anything yourself. But still, we spend so much time on our phones, scrolling mindlessly. I find that very depressing when often when I was traveling in the bus, I used to see people after a long day at work, they will be scrolling through their social media, through their news feed, and just like randomly, not really searching for anything specific, but just out of boredom, I guess. And well, that's their own personal matter. It's not illegal to do that. But I prefer to read a book or to do something that is more constructive or more healthy. I think that social media has created that comparison game, that competition, where you're constantly measuring your own level of happiness, of satisfaction, of your definition of success is now in regards to what other people are doing. In the past, when you were going out somewhere, you did not feel pressurized to share what you were doing with the whole world. I mean, I was born in 1994, so I've had a very normal childhood without technology. We didn't even have computers till very, very late afterwards. But we did not feel like we were missing something. Life, childhood was very, very cool, very interesting. There was not that we were not obsessed with the screen. Nowadays, you can see toddlers, even 2 years old, 2 year old kids, they are already addicted to that. And it's very disturbing, and it shows you how, if you don't know how to have a balance between technology and real life, things can really get out of control. I if I had a child, then I would be very concerned because I wouldn't want the child to lose its innocence so early on. By that I mean that when you have unlimited access to the internet without any filter, without any privacy or any barrier, any control, the person using it can get access to anything, any kind of content. So obviously it becomes very tricky in that situation. You don't want a child to lose their innocence and to know things that they are not supposed to know at a certain age. I am really glad that at least we had a childhood where we were not exposed to too much of information. Too much of information, we call that sensory overload. And I can see that when you are consuming too much of information, your brain just doesn't know how to process all that. You feel overwhelmed. Like, I am very hardworking, very passionate, and I am very committed. When I have to do something, I will do it and I will give my best to it. But the thing is that due to too many options available on the internet, too many images, too much information, you just cannot decide which one to choose, which option to choose. You're trying to do everything and then you end up doing nothing. I admit that this is one issue that I often face myself: procrastination, sensory overload. I feel like, I don't know how to filter what I need. This is something that I must say I often wish that I was not born in this century. When I often tell people again that I don't use social media every day. I don't check my messages on social media every day. I don't enjoy wasting so much time online to chat when I could be doing something else. They tend to find it really bizarre, and they tend to think that I am weird. But I just feel like this is a very personal decision. If you get happiness by spending 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day chatting, or just sharing pictures or browsing randomly on the internet, then that's your personal matter. But I don't think that it helps me to feel better. My mental health, it doesn't do me any good. I would much rather like do another activity like pray, exercise, or cook, or anything that doesn't involve the internet and the whole world to know. Yes, it's true that I myself, I love the concept of blogging. My dream is to really become a voice for mental health awareness and for those who are not able to help themselves or express themselves. I want to create such content that maybe one day someone's life will be saved just by watching my content. That is what I aim for. And I do believe that the technology is a great facilitator in that respect. But I also think that you need to have a balance in your life, and you can't just don't share everything that's going on in your life with the entire world. It's not necessary for the entire world to know what you're wearing, what you're eating, what you're doing, whom you're dating. Some information, I believe it's too much. I just ask myself a question like, these people, don't they want to have a certain minimum kind of privacy in their lives? Well, I guess people get paid for that now, so it's just another job. My point is just to remind myself that social media, if you don't use it wisely, it will use you. You will be wasting the most happiest moments of your life watching what someone else is doing, and that someone else does not even know that you're alive, let alone care about your feelings or your well-being. Maybe in your real life there are people who deserve your time, your attention, your energy, your emotions, your love, and instead of giving that to them, or instead of giving that to yourself, you are spending your life on a screen scrolling. So please keep that in mind the next time you find yourself doing that, especially if you are doing it out of boredom or out of stress. Then just try one very simple thing: just put your phone down. It's not going to be a matter of life and death. If someone really needs you, they will find a way to reach out to you, just like people used to do long ago before there were any smartphones available.